Okay. Okay. I thought you'd be clapping.
No,
Okay.
that's you.
What?
I thought you'd be clapping. That's your
Why?
because that's your
That's
thing.
my symbol.
It's like me saying yeah. That's not. They think I'm just doing a copycat.
Since we're saying that, now James Alice in the building.
Yeah.
Hey, man. I got you. I got you. We have Ayo Myra Essay.
And we have Valentine Ohu.
You're welcome to the Grapevine 981. It's the exciting segment of Smith's Breakfast. So it goes without saying why I like this show, right? Every time, every day that is Tuesday or Thursday, I misbehave
Yes, you do.
because
Your excitement level.
you're not
is on
supposed to
one.
agree. You're supposed to say, no, Val,
I mean,
you don't
not-
misbehave.
Okay, you
You're all-
in a very good way. You misbehave. I have to tell the truth to our listeners.
Okay.
We owe them that much.
Yes. So this is where the excitement comes from. Imagine going through all those stories in the newspapers and then finally you get here, you start talking, not gossip, about stuff that's happening in the entertainment industry. Thank you so much for joining us as always on YouTube. Type Smooth FM Lagos, subscribe to our channel, and feel free to comment on that platform.
And also on WhatsApp, send us your message 0809 444 0981. I bet you the stories this morning are hot, hot, hot. So share with us your thoughts, and give us your opinion on all the stories this morning.
Yeah, somebody said they just wanted to get married. Nothing much to say. Some others said they wanted to get married, but it seems like, we are not going to agree on having a joint Instagram account, or maybe there's something more that we're not seeing. Somebody has changed their name, second person this year so far. And then somebody's cracking the Billboard charts and making us proud. But let's start from sorry about that, from what to expect. James, how are you?
Very well, beautiful.
Good to have you in the studio.
Every time.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank
man.
you very much for having me.
You're my man.
My
You know
man.
that, right?
My man.
All right, good. So Chike is set to release a sophomore album in January of 2022, and he's teased everyone, including us, about this. It will be the follow-up to the groundbreaking Boo of the Booless. See, I said it.
Yeah. So, Both the Bullets, which was his debut album, was such a phenomenal one. He even got a nomination for Album of the
Headies,
Year
yes.
at the Headies. Now, the next album is set to be called The Brothers Keeper. And for all Chike's fans, I'm sure you're thinking, I had to say that well done to Chike. It takes some people years and years to release a sophomore album.
Yes, please. James Harris, how you feeling, Chike? And what would you say was one of the best songs, or rather the most,
On the last album,
yeah, the preferred song from Boo of the Bullets? Yes.
honestly, I loved all the songs on that album. But maybe one of the ones that have touched me the most would have been Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy. Anytime I listen to Soldier Boy, of course, you see, it's so different from what you guys would have thought, because it wasn't as the whole love thing that he did on the other tracks. But see, Soldier Boy really touched me because of that whole emotional, is it the trajectory or the feel of the message between mother and his son who's in the military.
Yeah.
So when I listen to that song, it touches, because I have a younger brother who's in the military.
Wow.
Do you understand? So sometimes, of course, he's fine, he's good, all right. But sometimes I just see myself, or even with the movies I've seen in the past, and even friends, I've had a couple of people who have actually passed in the military. So how parents, some mothers, let me just use mothers, who really don't want their children in that situation, but they have to. That's something the people want to do. And so if you listen to that song, the story that he told with that particular song, you understand how I feel about that particular track. So it's just about the emotion. It wasn't an emotional song, or it's not an emotional song, but if you listen to the story, if you picture the whole thing that he was saying, you just sort of have that feel, and you can always want to love even your mom the more. It might not actually apply to just being the military and the mother thing, but sometimes a man got to go hustle. And then
Yes.
your mother, your family will be missing you, and they want to see you. And some people die in the struggle, and you can tell how painful it can be at the end of the day.
Chike has been profound in sharing his creativity with the world, not just Nigeria. He's surprised a lot of people, because I would say that most people didn't have really high expectations of him based on how he came about. But Chike has proven them wrong, and
Absolutely.
he's told relatable stories through his songs, and I
Yeah.
really commend him. So I'm looking forward to this one.
And his vocals, very, beautiful vocals. I have to acknowledge that because we have more and more artists in Nigeria who release songs, hit
Yeah.
songs, not
Yeah.
necessarily for their vocal prowess, but just because they're able to make a good beat. So it's good
That's
to
true.
see such with a great combination. I'm looking forward to, like I mentioned earlier, on the Brothers Keeper coming out next year, January.
Can,
That's
can you
true.
also add that Chike did this with little or no resources, which is why sometimes a lot of time the
Exactly.
fact
Which
I have
is
to give shout out kudos to what's his name Ogagos, who he actually that's the force that he pretty much worked with on this particular project, little or nothing. He's not signed to
as
the role, or
as
whatever,
profound.
but they did excellently well. Respect.
Yes, yes. We know great people.
Yeah.
Well done. So there's this movie that formed a major. In fact, I think one of the movies that influenced my choice to go into martial arts earlier on. Matrix.
What?
Yeah. So Matrix is coming back. I can't contain my excitement, so I'm just trying to curb my enthusiasm right now. The fourth installment of the Matrix sequel to the last one. This time around, is going to be called the Matrix Resurrections. The trailer was teased to be released yesterday, although I searched, I haven't found it yet. But it's said to have new entrants as part of the cast. The persons of Neil Patrick Harris and Jonathan Groff, Yahya Abdul Mateen II. It also stars Priyanka Chopra Jones, or Jonas rather. Uh, interesting, adding that surname as well. Jada Pinkett Smith. The usual suspect, Keanu Reeves as Neo, Carrie Ann Moss as Trinity. I mean, one would expect a lot of makeup in this one because these people are old.
Honestly.
Well,
I'm
older.
looking at Keanu Reeves and I'm like, respect to you.
Yeah.
Many of these people have lost their role to a younger person or a new entrant. So,
That's true.
That was what we were saying
that
just
is
now when we
true.
were watching the trailer.
Yes.
I said, wait, is this? And then of course it's makeup. Well, not bad at all.
Also goes to, emphasize the. Let me not be too enthusiastic to say, his character in terms of, because some people, due to personality differences or personal
Yeah.
differences, they'll probably pick another
Yep.
person to
To play that role, yes.
Yeah, but Keanu Reeves is still staying for right. Still has a good relationship with the producers. Thank God. The Wachowski brothers have done a great job in bringing this to this point, but it seems like this is being produced by also a member of the family, Lana Wachowski. It's the film is set to be released on the 22nd of December. So good in time for Christmas. I love it.
So we have Matrix 4 in December. Then we have Chike's Brothers Keeper in January.
Yes.
So it looks like 2022 is getting
Baz
up to
Boost.
date, as
Good time.
getting back to back.
Or even that 2022 is being teased around January as when
Yeah.
most people, life will be normalized to a sense.
To a certain
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say too that this is exciting as well. We haven't seen many big movies come out since the pandemic, obviously because of the fears of a lack of access to cinemas. So to
yeah.
see movies like this coming back in December is good news. Like you mentioned, is a semblance of okay, life is getting back to, of course things will never go back to normal. It's the new way of doing things. Like the earth experienced a factory reset.
Yeah.
But it's good to see, that movies are coming out, people are going back to the cinemas. Excellent.
Although, speaking of big movies, I would say big movies are coming out. The only difference is most people are still averse to going to the cinema for physical space.
On the
concern.
international scene, no, in Nigeria, yes, locally, but in Hollywood, they've actually not released. That's why.
They have. Oh.
Which one?
Have you seen The Protege?
No, I haven't.
That's a good movie. I've seen the trailer, but the reviews I've seen so far.
Who is in it?
What's this lady's name? There's this Asian lady that played the role. Somebody remind me of that
Well,
name.
already I know
But
it's not it.
hold on, it's a very good movie, please.
No, I'm saying big movies like The Matrix, like Marvel movies. I'm saying the big ones, not good movies. Even The Hitman's Bodyguard's Wife. Yeah, that's a good one. But
That's a badass movie.
yes, it's really
Language.
good. It's really good. But what I'm
Okay,
saying is that
wow.
in terms of, so usually there'll be blockbuster movies.
Maggie Q.
released.
That's her name. Protege.
Okay,
So it's a
still not a big
blockbuster
movie.
movie.
Yeah.
Ah,
So, do you get, like, I'm talking about movies that they had to postpone their
Okay.
release till next year
True.
because of COVID. So I'm not. Of course, movies will be released. That too.
No, but you're right. But that James Bond movie has been it's been shifted many times.
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
to
So
be
like the
released,
big,
yeah.
those ones, the even the what's it called? I think Fast and Furious came out. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Furious 9 came out.
Mm.
So they're coming out gradually.
Gradually.
Yeah. So it's good to see these kind of movies come. Of course, no disrespect to the other ones.
Mm.
Even in Nigeria, remember that a number of them moved their release date. Some of them went
Of
straight to
course.
Netflix because of cinema
Restrictions,
cinema. Oh God,
challenges in general.
and people going, the numbers were low,
Mm.
and it's also good news for the hospitality, department as well, or sector. We spoke about this yesterday
Yes, we
about
did.
the numbers dwindling.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to see that part of economy coming back to life. So yeah,
Also, going along with the numbers game that I just introduced, in terms of movie releases, the Fast and Furious, Fast 9,
Mhm.
they've grossed over 700 million
wow,
Wow.
dollars, US dollars
it's
worldwide.
wonderful.
Imagine the credit alerts that the cast will
Uh-uh.
be getting. Okay, so from there, let's come back home to speak about the. So sometimes when we make announcements like this, it just makes me feel somehow when I see
Yeah.
follow up stories. We are so gleeful, so happy.
You speak for yourself.
Oh, okay, some of us were gleeful and happy on the announcement that Alexx Ekubo and model Fiancee Achalono were going to get married because they teased us with the pictures, engagements, stories, sing song, even set up an Instagram account. And the Instagram accounts were set up in both. I mean, it was joint. We hear of joint accounts by couples, right? This time they set up a joint Instagram account, Fallex Forever. Remove the F and put V probably. Anyway, so the new announcement is that they've unfollowed each other. That's not enough. They deleted their joint IG accounts amidst rumors that the relationship has gone sour. But James, what do you know? Because I understand you have insight into this.
What do I know? I don't know anything. No. So, but I think, first of all, we're not sure. We don't have the facts yet. Maybe until they come out to say, but yes, I mean, they unfollow themselves on social media. But the way they even introduced themselves in the first place was it's still the same social media paparazzi. Sometimes it looked too real to have been true. Let me quickly make a reference to, I saw a video that went viral, Jim Ike, you know,
That was publicity
probably
stunt.
attacking somebody.
That was a
Let me
publicity stunt.
exactly. Do you understand? I know that Jim Ike just released something that has to do with social media,
Yeah.
and also, so in the case of Alexx and Fancy, we don't know yet. We don't know if it's for real, but sometimes what usually sparks these rumors, the fact that, and I don't know, people don't mind their businesses. How do you go and start checking the girl's account to know if they are still following each other or not? Because that's probably where the whole thing started. Or maybe when somebody noticed that they've deleted their joint account. Let me see.
Like
You
me,
go and check.
do you feel judged?
No, it's not Lakumi's fault.
It's not.
Did you break the news?
Like is
No.
Is that
So
producer?
it's just what it is. People don't. So, but then again, when you bring your matter or your business to social media, this is what is going to happen. We have a lot
Yeah.
of judges,
Yeah.
and in fact, everybody exists on social media. So whatever the case is, whatever
Not
you bring to the
everybody.
no, not in terms of. I think, how do I put it? There are policemen on social media. There's NDLEA. There's the presidents on
So
social
all
media.
categories
All
of
categories of people exist on social media. So
Yeah.
whatever the case is, bring it from anywhere. Politics, sports, whatever. You have people there waiting to help you. Give you their own peace of mind. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping that it's not true. It might be a public. It might be a stunt, as in Glasgow. You just see November. When is that? Where did they put the date before?
It was
You just see that.
traditional marriage was set for November 20th.
You
With
just
church
see-
wedding built for November 27th.
So maybe that's what they are trying to do, just to, because it has really, really been a public affair. If you go to their, like just I said, it looked so too good to be true.
James.
They had done photo shoots. They had somebody that relationship is supposed to start gradually. This one just came Glasgow.
But they're
So
not
in
the
love.
first. They are not the first to rush things like that.
Exactly.
They're
What
not.
happened to people that rushed it? Like
They're
that?
not. I mean, no.
Some
It
of the
doesn't
people,
always.
actually.
Yes, some. It doesn't always end in tears. But I just want to say that the truth is that you have to be honest with yourselves.
Yeah.
If you decide to bring a relationship on social media, then be prepared that it is
For the
our
consequence.
relationship.
Yes.
It is not. You almost lose exclusive rights to when things go south. In fact, people say that you need to send us a notification when you break up.
Yeah,
You
so-
can't meet under the radar because, and I'm saying this because if you want to, everyone has a choice. If you want to be public about your relationship, it's up to you. That's your decision to make. No one will tell you, oh, don't do it. It's you just make sure you know what you're doing. Then if you break up, it's very unfortunate, but then be ready for the backlash like this. Speculations, people going to search out your lives, etc. So I don't know, they must have made money from coming out, endorsements, people wanting to sponsor one aspect of their wedding or the other. But then when there's a fallout like this is the risk of doing things like this. And really, it's really unfortunate if they've indeed broken up, but there we go. These things happen, and I've learned over the years, a broken engagement is better than a broken marriage.
Marriage, yes.
So please, people should have said, they should have just endured. Now I was reading some comments. They're like, oh, it's just 5 months to the wedding. I'm like, are you for real? Are people really serious? So that you just tick the box that you're married.
Yeah, no,
Even if you see
because
things that are wrong.
publicity.
You
It's
say,
mostly for the fanfare, yeah.
like, wow, don't listen to people. How
Yeah.
can you advise people and say, just marry now, you've already gotten all this? No, that's not the way it's done. Even if it's a day to your wedding and you see that something is not right, you feel strongly about it, please call it off. We'll deal with the backlash, but at least you saved yourself heartache.
Yes.
But
of course.
that's still based on if this
There is actual.
it's an actual breakup. But imagine, I'm sorry guys, indulge me. What if Ikoyi registry is on Instagram and these guys decide to change their minds tomorrow, like they play with us and come back and say, oh, you see that news you saw? Fake news.
Again,
We
it's
didn't
their
break
choice.
up.
If they did, they're good.
And then back to the Ikoyi registry thing. What if what if marriage registry is actually fully on Instagram and it's part of the requirements? If you post it on Instagram, you shouldn't take it down for a period of months. You don't have the published names and passports.
Yeah.
Did it scare you at the time you did your court wedding? Okay,
No.
it won't scare you. I'm asking you, please. James, did it scare you?
No, of course not.
You didn't.
No.
Oh, you didn't
I
have.
was even excited.
Yeah,
I've been seeing
no.
other people posting their bands. I'm like,
So I was gonna go
we're gonna post stuff.
Oh gosh, crazy thoughts. Anyway, let's move on. Basket Mouths has spoken out on alleged comedy beef
Now,
with
this is the
AY
story.
Makun. Wait for it. We'll be back.
98.1. Love music. Love life.
By the time I do that,
Reality TV show.
Well done.
When I was reading that, that's all the time. I said, hey, imagine, post your couple on Instagram. No more pictures, passport. Nobody comes to career registry. Let's put it on Instagram. Everybody will follow you. Let's see if there's any contest in the comment section.
Abulo.
Man, that's a business model that this guy should take over. In fact, Nigerian government is like.
Made me nervous. I was thinking.
He made me nervous too.
Made me nervous. I have to check my brain again. Are you sure that?
Do you understand?
made what
I was
nervous?
like, he made me nervous. That
Are
publishing
you
thing. I was
serious?
like, wait, there are bad belly people
You
in this
people
life.
have
Hided my
Nobody.
It's
secret.
not
Johnny.
secrets. Like iOS. There are some people that won't like you.
I didn't even think about it.
Hey.
Me, I even went to Google.
09.
Okay, God bless you. I thought I was in the mouth.
I checked. It made me nervous.
Hey, my dear. It be things.
it be teen, so
Hey,
that's me and my wife's one of our lines.
so I hear you would break the story apart. Right?
Let's break it down.
Come on.
Do you have
Oh,
inside
you know
gist?
that
No.
Kobe also did a recent interview where he was talking about his relationship with AY going south.
Oh, really?
Yes, so he was one of the stories I put.
So AY is the common denominator.
No, but even Basket Mouth and Bobby, I think someone was talking about this yesterday about how there's infighting in industry.
industry, yeah.
If you go to music industry, Tiwa Savage, Shay, a number of them don't like each other, one another. Movie industry too, you hear beef of here, beef of there. Remember how the whole
So I guess it
Messiah
comes off when
Yabojo?
certain people want a level of respect.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
I
this
think
one
as
looks
much
like,
as
sounds
you
like
do,
that,
even
yeah.
Even if you started before me,
Yeah.
give me, equal respect. But no, somebody wants to be Godfather.
We called and you answered. Not only did you join us on this journey, you made it to
Lakum, well done.
what amazing heights of wisdom.
Lakum is an amazing person. I'm just putting it out there to our YouTube fam. Lakumi,
Yeah, she
our
is.
producer.
In fact, when I saw the stories this week,
So
I said,
fantastic job.
Lakumi, shut down.
Just thank all your entertainers for giving us gist.
Yes, now.
I really love Funke Akindele. She's such an like she has a
She's very
beautiful
outspoken.
aura.
One
Yes.
of the realest. That's nice.
Oh, yeah. Pass me please, Wally.
Dogu.
Shall we? Studio. Such an apt song for the times. Question, no answer. That's almost an anthem for Freshly Pressed. We keep asking questions and no answers, right?
No
We're living on vibes
answers.
and inshallah. Burner,
Hey.
Ah.
Damini, thank you. James.
Yes, so
It's the Great Vine 981 here on Smooth 98.1. Burner Boys question. I was tempted to say featuring Don Jazzy, but it's a collaboration.
oh, okay,
It
well,
is a
yeah, yeah.
collaboration.
All
I,
right. So
Ayo.
the other collaborations that would have happened, but Beef would not let it happen, is in the comedy world. Before we
Wow.
go on, here's how you can be a part of the conversation. We're streaming live on YouTube, youtube.com/smooth981 FM Lagos.
Yep.
While on WhatsApp, we have
0809444091, and this is not one for laughter
yeah.
because that's their trade, their business. I mean, yeah.
But before then, just to see Chidozie's comment about people should wait until they get married before they start owning joint accounts, be it bank or IG accounts. Thank you.
Ah,
And
Well
on
done,
that
Chidozie.
funny note, let's take this funny story.
Wow.
So it's happening in the comedy world. The Nigerian comedy great Bryce Okpocha, many of us know him as Basket Mouth, his stage name, has opened up about his alleged beef with AY Makun. There have been long-running speculations about the relationship between the two comedy greats who have never worked together. Now, during a recent interview on Ebuka Obi Uchendu's Black Box interview series on Bounce Radio, the conversation of alleged disunity among comedians in Nigeria came up. So they asked him, okay, obviously, Ebuka asks the direct questions, no mincing words, tell us how it is. Are you guys fighting or not? And Basket Mouth had a lot of things to say. He said that AY, he confirmed it, from his statements and said AY wasn't loyal. So why there's beef is that there was something around loyalty. So he had said something to AY about his manager, and then AY then goes on to tell his manager. So a bit of a tatafo involved in there, just
his lawyer, not his manager.
his lawyer, sorry,
Yeah.
his lawyer, and he meant to tell the lawyer what Basket Mouth had said, which wasn't meant for the lawyer's ears. So they said since then, even though they've made peace and apologized to each other, they have a cordial relationship, but they are not friends. He said that categorically. They then brought in the Bobby angle, saying that could you also be that some people had also said that Bobby was said to be AY's protege, and then I found this funny, and then Basket Mouth stole him from him or snatched him, and he said, "Is he a woman?"
It was my girlfriend. I was dating him, and then when you now came close, you now snatched it from. Hey,
Meanwhile, there are also even speculations
Yeah.
around a strain in the relationship between Basketmouth and Bovie, who used to be inseparable at some point, but now it doesn't seem as if they do things together. And to that, Basketmouth simply said, "Well, we are hustling. He's hustling. He's doing his own thing. I'm doing my own thing." He didn't quite say, but
Speak
that
on it.
seemed like
He
things
misses
are not,
him.
no,
What?
seemed like things are not quite.
No, he doesn't
I don't
miss
think
AY
so.
clearly. He would have said, "Oh no,
No,
we,
I think
we don't
AY's one
talk
was
anymore."
a total like.
That's what I'm saying.
But
So to
Bobby's one
Bovie,
is.
it's like we are doing different businesses. He doesn't want to
No, it
burn
hasn't yet
that
gotten
bridge.
to the level of AY yet. When it gets there, then we'll come back and hear
You
the
know what
real
that reminds me
truth.
of?
What?
AY the highway. That kind of that line. But I mean,
yeah, that's the
it's,
story.
it's funny that we're laughing at something that's happening with comedians, but that's their stock in trade. Make us
Yeah.
laugh. But do you
So
find
even
this?
even misfortunes make
Do you
us
understand?
no.
No, but that just goes to show how powerful they are in the comedy world. But
Of
James, did you
Oh,
find
yeah.
this funny though?
Not really. I can't say funny in that in the funny sense of it. But it's I thought it was a valid question, something that needed clarification because yeah, a lot of including myself, I've been wondering. Wait, I've not seen Basket Mouth on AY Live or something. I've also not seen AY
You
on.
have time.
Yeah, no, but when you're watching these comedy shows, you just expect some people to also be part of it. Especially when you see other artists or other comedians who have their own headline, their own shows as well,
Yes.
featuring these other people. So it looked like, because another thing they talked about was the cohesiveness, or was the togetherness of the comedians or comedy industry, and it looks like they are, which is Basketmouth said that they are not particular. They don't particularly have like a structure or like an organization, but everybody supports each other in every way they can. So yes, I was quite, I felt good to hear from Basketmouth telling us what really happened. I mean, he didn't go into details, but it had to do with loyalty. But guess what? There's still two sides to a
To the
story.
story.
So we still expect or hope that they'll get Ayo to also touch the same topic or the
Yeah.
same question. Just maybe it might happen, just it might not happen.
Maybe
But
not.
whatever the case is, Basketmouth maintains that they are now cool, not friends. And the truth is, that you cannot be friends with everybody. But if they are still cordial, they're still cool. Nobody's, because if you want to be bearing grudges, if you want to be, bearing that whole beef in your heart, you will only be disturbing yourself when the other
telling you.
person is just even happy there, wherever it is. So, but it's understandable to say, oh, I give you a gist, as guys, and then maybe I'll talk about Ayo and just say, Ayo did not, Ayo's hair today not gel at all. Even though I just tell you passively, then you now tell Ayo, and you tell Ayo,
Sorry, Ayo Macron, Ayo Mayorese.
Ayo, my essay,
Oh,
He's
okay,
AY.
okay.
I'm
you know,
I.
yes. So, and then when Ayo comes back to me, because Ayo too is my guy,
Yeah.
and I was like, Valentine said, he said my head, as if you do mine, and just the gist.
I won't say
And
Jawa,
she
yeah.
doesn't take it like, Jonathan, it's still light,
Yes.
but
yes.
it brings the fact that I give you an information, I gist with you, and then you now take it to the person that I talked about. People talk about other people. So, but it will now be somehow, this is my lawyer, this is my friend, and I'll tell you that this guy is a drunk, and then it will be somehow. Do you understand? So yes, loyalty can be questioned in that sense. But then again, and then it's for people, like you have as an individual, it's your power to want to trust the person again, and it's also in your power to say, you know what, we can be cool, but we're never going to do business. We're not going to do anything together anymore. And that's what we're seeing with Basketmouth and AY's relationship to date.
So even if this shouldn't be how it should be done in life, I feel like at some point in your maturing process, you should test your friends by telling different versions of a story to different people among your friends and see whose version comes out first.
Me, I don't agree with testing.
And that was a
friends.
well, I'm saying in your maturing
don't test
process.
me.
What you might get.
Don't test
What you
me,
might
test
get.
Jesus.
Nah,
What you
I
might
think-
get.
I think if it happens naturally, in this way, yes.
When
learn.
you have a reason to, not necessarily as a litmus test to say whether your friendship is strong or not. No, I don't trust you. I trust you, but perhaps I don't trust you at some point. I might, but I'm just this is not me. I'm taking it off a post that I saw on. Shout out to Ali Baba, by the way. Ali, I saw that post. So as you were speaking, James,
Yeah.
my mind just traveled back to that post. That must have been posted like 3 weeks ago or so. You know, Alibaba posts almost 100 times a day. And shout out to him for being the glue to many comedians, and he has taken them up with him as he's ascending the ladder of progress.
Yes.
Do you think
Alibaba
AY would respond to this? Actually, my mind is because AY looks like someone that would respond.
AY will say it to your face.
If they put him in that same spot.
No, yeah, exactly.
I don't think he'll just go on social media and react to it. If they put him in that spot, he will.
In this social media life,
It's just it's unfortunate that
Yes,
this
it
is happening.
is.
It really is.
we have to mention that there's something great about working in the same industry and being able to get along. Truth is that you can't get along with everyone, and you have to make peace with that. So there'll be some people that will rub you off the wrong way, and there'll be some people that you really gel with. So I think it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's nothing unusual. They had a falling out, and they are not. At least they say they're cordial. Which is good.
Yeah. Kanye West changed his name to Ye
Officially. So just like P Diddy, Puff Daddy.
No, that one is a confused somebody.
Love.
Is a confused somebody.
Kanye is not confused.
No, this one is just we've been calling himself Ye before now. I've been calling him Ye like years ago, but now he just made it maybe pen to paper
Do you think he's going
officially.
to trademark it?
He has done that already
probably
now.
done that
So I'm thinking, what about people who
Too late. It has to be after.
They release the
No,
songs,
anything
okay.
that happened before that signing to law.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Special shout out to our wonderful producer, Olakumi Salako. She's an amazing producer.
Yes, she
Can you
is.
press that applause thing? Let's upload it.
This is press that applause thing. Shout out to our wonderful producer, Olakumi Balogura, aka Salako. Sorry, aka Balogun. Now Salako. Thank you so much.
Someone said, how about Shion said Snoop Lion?
Exactly.
Please, that
Snoop
one.
Doggy Dog, Snoop Lion.
All right,
Let me see
James
if I were to
Plugger.
change my name, what would I change it to?
I am RSA.
AME.
Forever.
Oh,
AME.
AME. You know that's your trademark, right?
Yeah, it is my trademark.
AMA.
AME.
AME. Okay.
Yeah.
Ame. We should not say Amy.
Well, all the other ways is
Ame. Like Ame.
Reminds me of our friend Agame Okuda.
Amy.
James, please Plugger.
Yes. So James Salas is James Salas on social media: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere.
Okay.
Clubhouse. Yes. Now they said we cannot use it, but we have it.
Yeah, sure.
So let me know you're from. Holla me. Just if you send me a message for people that have done that, they know that I want to see you're from the Grapevine. Holla back every time. Peace out.
That's your blank check.
Yeah.
Peace out. Well, yeah, follow my artist at Myra Essay. Have a wonderful day.
I like
I
you.
don't know why you find that funny. I'm Valentine Uhu. Shout out to Lakumi Salako.
Do you have a problem or something like that?
I do know.
What is this behavior? Let's stop it to first. Say thank you to YouTube.
Thank you.
Hey, bye, YouTubers.